Okay, hey everybody. A few weeks ago, no, a few weeks, no, a few days ago, I did a video on how, I shared a video here with us about a lesson taken out, straight out of Launchpad about how you could actually effectively kick out your speaking business, the speaking part of your business. But I realized that some of us didn't have the background knowledge that sat behind the thinking that I shared with us. So today I just wanted to share with us some information about how you sequence your modes of delivery and how you actually think through how you deliver stuff in the marketplace. Because when you're starting out in this space, one of the biggest problems is, what do I share first? What do I show first? Okay, so the model that I'm going to share with us today basically helps you think through that, helps you understand where to start and what next for you to follow up on. Now, in order for you to start profiting from your expertise, your knowledge and experience, you've got to understand that there are basically just 5 ways that we deliver, provide services or deliver, what's the word for it now? There are just basically 5 ways that we deliver our expertise. And those 5 ways are, we either deliver it by doing something for people. Okay, so in this case, it's either you have a job or you're running some kind of service company and you're providing service for multiple clients, as the case may be. All right, so most of us are here, we're doing stuff for people, either as employees or as people who are self-employed. All right, the second way that we actually deliver on our expertise is by telling people stuff. All right, so you tell people by either speaking or by being an author, by authoring. Correct? So you can either do or you can tell. Another way that we commercially share our expertise or take it to the marketplace is by showing people how to do stuff. All right? And in that case, we're either acting as a mentor, and alternatively, it could be as a trainer. Now, a lot of us are doing lots of mentoring services right now for free. We don't really understand that mentoring is actually a profit center that that a good number of us can actually be making a lot of money from if we actually think about it effectively. So you do, you tell, you show. Another way that you basically get information across is by asking. All right? So you ask by either being a facilitator or by coaching. And then, of course, the final way that you can deliver your expertise is by creating stuff. In other words, you're doing some kind of manufacturing, and again, you could do it in the context of a job, or you could do it in the context of working for someone else, providing your own company or manufacturing concern, as the case may be. So these are the only ways that you deliver on your expertise, your knowledge and experience and expertise. You either do stuff for people, you tell them stuff, you show them stuff, you ask them stuff, or you create stuff. This is it, okay? And these are all the profit centers that are available to you. And within each of this entire one here, there are up to 67 different ways that you can package yourself. Okay, so there's a lot, and it can get it can get pretty overwhelming. So the big question is, how do you start? Where do you start? Well, when you look at all of this, you look at what is actually available for you. What is like the easiest thing for you to do based on you as an individual and the kinds of contacts that you have. So for some people, the easiest thing for you to do would be to speak. Others, the easiest thing for you to do would be for you to author something, or to train, or to mentor, facilitate, or coach, or maybe just start creating stuff and selling. All right? But for most of us who don't have any platform or positioning in the marketplace, and we just wanted to get into the expert space, the easiest place for you to start and start generating money is with coaching. Because with coaching, all you basically do, you don't necessarily have to be an expert per se. All you have to do is have the skill to ask the right questions, and you can basically start delivering results there. But that said, for the vast majority of us here on the Highly Paid Experts Network, what you're going to find is that most of us are either here or here. So we're either doing stuff for people or we're creating stuff for people based on our expertise. So here you're the guy who's creating websites for people. Here you're the legal practitioner who's providing legal services for people. The problem with creating and doing is that that's the domain where most people sit. Okay, so you're going to have a lot of competition here and here. And many times the fact that you're doing this and doing this, people don't actually tend to ascribe authority to you. They view you as a commodity because there's so many people doing this and so many people creating the same kind of stuff that you're creating. They don't actually see the difference. So a lot of times the only way that you can bargain here or survive here is by cutting your prices. But that's as far as it goes, because if you do what I suggest, and rather than focusing here and here, you focus here. Telling, showing, and asking. Not only will you be generating profits from being able to do this, because there are commercially smart ways of telling, showing, and asking, ways that can actually generate a lot of money for you, but you'll find that because you're doing the telling and the showing and the asking, people ascribe authority to you, and because of that, they can follow your recommendations for where they will go to do. Okay? Or where they would go to create anything. So basically what I generally tell people is that if you're starting out today in the marketplace and you wanted your company or your regular business where you're doing stuff and you're creating stuff for people, you wanted that to grow really, really quickly, what you need to do is get out there in the marketplace and start telling people, showing people, and asking people quality questions. So for me, the way it works is, right now, courtesy of, well, you guys and a lot of stuff, I'm telling people all sorts of things. I'm telling you the things that you need to do to become a highly paid, high-profile, highly paid person of influence in your field. I'm showing you how to do it, and I'm asking you quality questions that make you reevaluate and make great decisions about that. As a result of doing this, what I generally find is, if I say that, look, if you want to get audio done, come to the VIP Branding Agency. It's easy for people to follow through on that because of the authority ascribed to me here. Now, like I said earlier, the telling, the showing, and the asking, there are ways that you do it in order for you to get known, and there are ways that you do it in order for you to get paid. It's just a question of perspective. Now, that question I asked about, what do you do? How do you know what comes next? How do you sequence your modes? How do you know what to deliver after delivering one thing? Well, it's for you to notice the way each of these are connected to each other. So let's say, for instance, you started with coaching. Okay, you didn't have any positioning in the marketplace, and you just started with a coaching program, which is where I started with the Action Plan Consultation last year when I launched the Highly Paid Experts Network. If you start with coaching, the next logical thing for you to do would either be for you to launch a mentoring program or do a group facilitation program. All right. In my own case, I opted for a mentoring program, which is essentially what Platinum is. All right. Now, once I got to Platinum, I started offering the Platinum program after a person goes through the Action Plan Consultation for me. The next thing would have been either for me to launch an offering cluster or for me to do a training program. And I opted for a training program, and that training program was called Brand Acceleration Workshop. Okay? Now, once I started offering the Brand Acceleration Workshop, naturally there are two ways that I can go. I can sell the Platinum, which is what actually happens. People come to Brand Acceleration and then get into the Platinum program with me. Or alternatively, I get invited to speak on my topic. And so a lot of that opened up. Because I was doing the Brand Acceleration Workshop, a lot of opportunities came for me to do speaking based on the topic of brand acceleration. And at this particular point in time, Next logical thing for me to do would have been for me to offer a book. So if you notice, I didn't start coaching and then jump into speaking and then jump into authoring. There's a natural sequence. There's a way all of these things connect with each other. And when you think about it that way, it makes it easier for you to know what to offer next. That is like a logical next step for whatever it is that you're currently offering. Now, here's the thing. For most of us who are in the expert space, this, and this are what is referred to as the mega big. This is where most of the mega bucks is. Here, here, and here. Unless, of course, you are really, what's the word for it now? It's not that there's no money here. There's money here, but not quite as much as you would have here, here, and here. Okay? But you don't just jump into this if you're just starting out. You start here and then gradually connect the dots until you're here, where a good chunk of your income comes from this, this, and this. For me right now, it comes from this, this, and this. I don't do so much of this anymore because these four here give you plenty leverage. Okay, so basically that's when it comes to how you deliver the various products and services that you have. Those are the kinds of things that you actually think about when it comes to sequencing things. So I hope this helps. Today happens to be the final day for registration for the Brand Acceleration Workshop, or for those of you who will not be able to make it to the workshop proper, for you to sign up for Launchpad. After today, it's pretty much closed till the very next, what's the word for it, edition or episode, or I don't know, whatever, till the very next one that's coming up. So if you haven't signed up yet, or you're thinking of signing up, do it really quickly. So once again, I hope this serves you. If you've got questions or things that you don't understand about this, please feel free to leave the questions in the comments section. I'll be more than happy to answer them. So thank you.